Hey guys, in today's video I want to make a small knife I can take with me to go backpacking. I want it to be small enough to carry. Some of the knives I made on here, they're big, almost machete size knives. So I want this one small, it'll be a lot easier to carry, but I also want it to be able to handle any task I'm going to have, whether it's batoning or gutting a fish or anything else. I'm going to be showing the entire process from start to finish. I'll also be doing a stonewash on it, and I'll show you exactly how I do that. Let's go make a knife. After the holes are drilled and everything's profiled how I want it, I like to do the heat treat. Some people will do their grinds first before the heat treat. I like to do it after. It just depends on what you like. I also tempered in the oven for two 2-hour cycles at about 415 degrees. There's lots of different charts online, so you can see what hardness you want and what temperature you need to temper it at. Right after the quench, I make sure the knife is hardened, so I take a file, see if it'll skate over it. I also check to make sure it's totally straight. After the heat treat, it's time to mark the center lines. So I start with a 60 grit belt, and I'll work my way up until the edge where I'm going to be marking it is really smooth. This makes it a lot easier to see. You don't want to be grinding your bevels and having it too difficult to see your center line. I used to just use a marker for this part, but now I like using this Dicom layout fluid. This just makes it a lot easier to see the scratch once you put it in. I use digital calipers. You can also use a drill bit or just something sharp to scratch the layout fluid. I use a lot of different belts when I'm grinding my bevels. I'll do about a 40 grit belt for the initial grinds, and then I'll keep going up. I go up to about 100 to 120 grit, and then I'll move on to the Trizac belt. This is a Trizac belt and gets rid of a lot of the scratches. My final belt I use is a Scotch-Brite belt. This one's really nice. It makes it really smooth and gets rid of any of the scratches that the Trizac belt didn't get rid of. So now I want to darken this blade, so I'm going to be dunking it in white distilled vinegar. This is the beginning of the stonewash process. So this darkens it, and I did 3 different soaks for an hour each. You can go as long as you want on this. I just clean it off in between each soak, and you can see it's working because of all the bubbles that are appearing on the blade. So this is after 1 hour. I'm going to clean it off, and then I'll put it back in and do it 2 more times. Now that I'm happy with the darkness of the blade, I'm going to put it in my tumbler. This is my homemade tumbler. I just took a old-fashioned oats container, and I've got some quartz crystals in there. You can use any kind of rock. I've just used some from the pond before, just get a bunch. And then all you're going to do is put it in there and just shake it up. Also spray it with WD-40. This will just protect from rust if there's any moisture in your container. I shake it for 2 minutes at a time, and then I check it out, see what it looks like. This was after about 5 minutes. And it looks kind of ugly right now just because of all the dirt that's from the quartz. But after you clean it off, you can see what it actually looks like. So I really like this finish I've got on this one. So I'm just going to keep it like this. Yeah, if you want more, you can just shake it a little bit longer. For the handle, I'm going to be using this wenge wood. I got 2 pieces. This one's okay, but I want the green to be a little bit darker. So I'm going to be using this one. I really like how it looks. It should be a nice handle for this knife. In a previous video, I went over this tool. This is a spindle grinder. If you want to see the review I did, I'll leave a link in the description and you can check it out. When I do the hand sanding, I start at 120 grit. I'll work my way up to 2000 grit. And then after that, on wood handles, I like to use boiled linseed oil. If I do an acrylic handle, I like to buff it. And I usually do, just because wood really soaks it up, I usually do a couple coatings of this. I'll probably end up doing 2 or 3 on this one. Now the knife's all finished, I'm going to go up in the mountains, get some shots of it. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video or if it helped you out at all, hit the like button. If you have any questions about any part of the process, let me know in the comments, and I will see you in my next video.